and welcome. In this class, you'll be learning what is active and passive voice and different ways to learn how to convert a sentence from active to passive and passive to active. Active voice. When you hear the word active, what does this mean? Is it direct? Yes. Active voice is direct way of giving information. Active voice. A verb is an active voice when it tells us something that a person or a thing does. In other words, an active voice expresses an action performed by the subject. What is a passive voice? What do you think passive voice is? When you hear the word passive, passive is something which is indirect and not directly conveying what has been done by a person or a thing. Passive voice. A verb is in passive voice when it tells us something that is done to a person or a thing. In other words, a passive voice expresses an action performed upon the subject. Active voice is direct and passive voice is indirect. Active voice is like you're giving an information in a direct and clear manner. On the other hand, passive voice is like you're reporting events. It is used when you want to focus on the person or thing affected by the action. In active voice sentence, the subject is at the beginning of the sentence and object at the end. In passive voice, the object comes first and subject at the end. Ways to learn active and passive voice. You can see the example of active voice. Jolly painted a picture. This is in active form. So in active voice, jolly here is a subject, painted is verb, and picture is object. So it's in direct form. Subject, verb, object. So jolly is a subject. Subject is person. Verb is action and object is thing. You can see jolly painted a picture. This is in active form. Active voice is subject plus verb plus object. Subject is the person, verb is the action, and object is thing. A picture was painted by Jolly. This is in passive form. So in passive form, object will be first, verb will be second, and subject will be at the end. This is passive voice. A picture was painted by Jolly. So here, picture is object, was painted is a verb, and jolly is a subject. So in passive voice, it's going to be like object plus verb plus subject. What is a subject, object, and a verb in a sentence? Subject. A subject in a sentence is a doer of the action. Object. An object in a sentence is a person or a thing that receives the action of a verb. Verb. The verb is a word or a group of words that shows what someone or something does. It is the action of someone or something. Changing voice from active to passive. Here is one example. Anne ate the apple. This is an active voice. In active voice, the subject Anne is doing the action, that is eating. The apple was eaten by Anne. This is passive voice. In passive voice sentence, the subject, the apple, is the one acted upon, and the actor Anne is mentioned at the end of the sentence. Active voice. Active voice is subject plus verb plus object. Subject is the person, verb is the action, and object is a thing. Passive voice. Object plus verb plus subject. Object is thing, verb is action, and subject is a person. Here are more examples of active voice. The first one is John waters the plants. John is a subject, waters is a verb, plants is an object. The second one is dog chased the cat. Dog is the subject, chased is verb, and cat is the object. The third one is Anna bought a new dress. Anna is the subject, bought is a verb, and new dress is the object. In passive voice, the plants are watered by John. Plants is object, are watered is a verb, and John is a subject. So it's object plus verb plus subject. The cat was chased by the dog. The cat is object, was chased is a verb, and dog is the subject. A new dress was bought by Anna. New dress is the object, was bought is verb, and Anna is a subject. These sentences are converted from active to passive without changing its meaning. When we want to convert an active sentence to passive sentence, we apply the following rules. Transformation of active voice into passive voice. The first rule is the active voice sentence's subject becomes the object of passive sentence or is dropped. The second rule is the subject of the active voice becomes the object of the passive voice. The third one is the preposition by is used in passive voice. This structure is used when we want to say who has done the action. If you are changing the sentence from active to passive, then the subject becomes an object and object becomes a subject in passive to active. From active to passive, subject becomes an object. From passive to active, object becomes a subject. Rule number 1. The active sentence's subject becomes the object of passive sentence or is dropped. For example, somebody stole my car. So here somebody is the subject and car is the object. This is in active form. My car was stolen by somebody. This sentence is in passive form. So here in this sentence, car is a subject and somebody becomes the object. For example, you can even write in this way. My car was stolen. So here, car is a subject. Somebody, which was a subject in active voice, becomes the object and is dropped. In passive sentence, the subject is sometimes omitted when we are not sure who the subject in the sentence is. You can simply write, my car was stolen. The second rule is the subject of the active voice becomes the object of the passive voice. The man chased the thief. This sentence is in active form. Here, man is the subject and thief is the object. In passive sentence, the thief was chased by the man. So in this sentence, thief becomes the subject and man becomes the object. So this is in passive form. In passive form, subject is shifted as by plus agent. For example, the thief was chased by the man. By is the preposition used in passive voice, and the man is the agent, is the doer of the action. The third rule, the preposition by is used in passive voice. For example, crop was grown by farmers. The door was painted by her. So by is used in passive voice. Here is another rule, helping verb in active and passive sentence. In passive sentence, auxiliary verb, that is helping verb, are used like was, is, were, and are, followed by past participle. These are the helping verb used in passive sentence. Example, the homework was done by him. Was is the helping verb, that is auxiliary verb, and done is past participle. All decisions are taken by him. Are is a helping verb and taken is a past participle. Examples of active and passive voice. Active voice and passive voice. The first one, the left side will be active voice and the right side will be passive voice. She painted the house. This is active voice. And in passive voice, it will be the house was painted by her. They play football. The football is played by them. The peon brought a circular. The circular was brought by the peon. He made a century in match. A century in match was made by him. They invited me to the party. I was invited to the party. He made a cake. The cake was made by him. Change the sentence from active to passive. Now, there's a test for you all. You have to change the sentence from active to passive. The sentences are in active voice and you have to make it to passive voice. She is reading a book. They are painting the wall. She is making a birthday card. The laborers are making a new road. The boy broke the window. Now you have to change this sentence to passive voice. In passive voice, it will be the book is being read by her. The wall is being painted by them. The birthday card is being made by her. The new road is being constructed by laborers. The window was broken by the boy. Thanks for watching my video. That's all about active and passive voice. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, as I'll be coming with more videos. Till then, wish you all a happy learning.